This is Michael Popok, New Legal AF channel. Well, we got Donald Trump and Lindsey Graham already losing in Nebraska about how the electoral votes are going to be counted there in a blow to Donald Trump's efforts to be elected president again. Think about this. What was Lindsey Graham, a senator from South Carolina, doing in the governor's mansion in Nebraska, trying to twist arms on behalf of Donald Trump? This sounds like 2020 all over again, deja vu all over again, led by Lindsey Graham. I guess one insurrection or attempt to disenfranchise people wasn't enough for Lindsey Graham before he stops his career. He just missed being indicted by Jack Smith the last time around. So he decides, let me get on a plane, like any senator from South Carolina would do, and fly to Nebraska, okay, and meet with the governor and try to strong arm 12 different GOP senators to get them to change the allocation of electoral votes just 43 days before the election. Now, some might be asking, well, how can that happen? Well, in 48 states in America, this is how the Electoral College works. Winner takes all. You win the popular vote in that state. Doesn't matter what you do congressional district by congressional district. You win that state's entirety of their electoral votes, right? Slide it all over to the winner. Winner takes all. But in two states, Maine and Nebraska, little quirky states, they've decided that it'll go by congressional district for the majority of the electoral votes, and then winner take all. So in Nebraska, there are three congressional districts, and you get one electoral vote if you win a congressional district in Nebraska. And if you win the majority of the popular vote, you get two more. So you can get one or two, because if you won a couple of congressional districts, but you lost the popular vote, you'll get two, and the other person will get a couple. So it's a split vote in Nebraska. So they've been lobbying hard. Donald Trump's trying to pick up, he's looking in couches in the pillow, looking for spare change, spare electoral votes. He's trying to find one or two more. And he's trying to find if he can grab a couple from Nebraska or deny them to Kamala Harris. What's standing in his way, you might be asking? I'm here to tell you on this hot take. Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald is a former Democrat turned Republican. He's the newest Republican senator in Nebraska. He represents Omaha, which I think is the second congressional district. He split with the Democrats because he decided to side with the Republicans and against women and vote for the 12-week strict ban on abortion in Nebraska. He had to leave the party. They chased him out on a rail. He went to the Republican side and became a Republican senator. But he has decided, I don't know where he grew a conscience, but he has decided that on electoral vote issue, having listened to Nebraskans and his fellow senators, he is not willing, with 43 days left in the election, to change the rules of how electoral votes are allocated and change a 32-year custom in Nebraska to benefit Donald Trump. Whether it's conscience, whether it's payback, whether it's he's trying to be contrite about what he did on the abortion issue, I don't know. But at least at the moment, we should, thank God for Mike McDonald that he's stopping Donald Trump from grabbing one or two extra electoral votes away from Kamala Harris, who needs all that she can get. But look what's happening here. Look at the reporting that's going on here. Lindsey Graham spent a considerable amount of time trying to convince federal judges and federal prosecutors that part of his job as a South Carolina senator was to get to the bottom of election results in various states, including his own, before he casts his vote to certify an election. I mean, nobody really believed that. I mean, at least one federal judge was like, all right, certain aspects of what you did, I see being senatorial and within your privilege as a senator, because we have a speech and debate privilege created by Supreme Courts long, long ago that protects many, many things that elected members of the House or Senate do as part of their job. But it has to be within their job description, even stretched to its outer boundaries. Even if you stretch to the outer boundaries, the job description for a senator from South Carolina, I don't think you'd end up in Nebraska. And that's where Lindsey Graham, who obviously has not learned his lesson, ended up. And so he's there for Donald Trump. You know, he's always the major spokesperson for Donald Trump, more than any other MAGA in House or Senate. When Lindsey Graham speaks, you might as well just imagine Donald Trump's hand up Lindsey Graham's, let's call it backside, manipulating his mouth, you know, like a puppet. Got that imagery? Because that's Lindsey Graham only speaks for, not with, for Trump to try to get him reelected. And here he's trying to disenfranchise voters again at the last minute. Nebraskans woke up last week understanding that for 32 years, that's the way their 5 electoral votes get split. And they have understood that 1 or 2 votes may go to another candidate. They may be 3 and 2 in a split. And they seem to be okay with that because there's never been an issue until Donald Trump was running. Again, trying to pressure hose democracy, trying to see where he can get some leaks and get some advantages, right? As he again tests the guardrails of democracy. Even McDonald, Senator McDonald, has come out and said, if the people of Nebraska want to put this on the ballot and have a discussion about it and a debate about it and campaign about it and put it on the ballot for a change in the state constitution, I'm all for it. But I'm not all for 43 days to go in an election and changing the rules of the road to try to benefit Donald Trump, one man. Donald Trump has been using the justice system to benefit himself. He doesn't care about precedent. He doesn't care about whether it makes good law. He just cares about Donald Trump, and that at least through November 5th, that he is given tremendous wind at his back and in his sail as he tries to regain the presidency. That's all he cares about. We on Legal AF, the new YouTube channel here, we care about democracy. We care about the future. We care about the precedent that's been set and that we are setting. We here on the Legal AF YouTube channel, on the Midas Touch channel, our collaborative parallel channel, we care about the intersection of law and politics because we understand that in one generation, the light of democracy can be snuffed out and can be lost. And we are the guardians of democracy. We are the guardians of the rule of law. We are the guardians of the Constitution. And we need to call out, and we'll do it here on this new Legal AF YouTube channel. No, your eyes aren't deceiving you. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we have a new YouTube channel. Free subscribe. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before Halloween. Midas Touch, we want them to get to 4 million. That's our mama and our papa. That's our brothers. We want them to get to 4 million, but we want this parallel pro-democracy channel at the intersection of law and politics to get to 100,000. And to make your voice heard and amplified, that's the way you can do it. We're building this channel with our bare hands. And we appreciate you being here. Free subscribe. Signal to the algorithmic gods. You like the content. I'll be curating this intersection of law and politics, sometimes law, sometimes politics, sometimes new shows like Unprecedented, where we're going to look at with a magnifying glass and a microscope at the developments of the United States Supreme Court, beginning with the October 1st, the first Monday in October, the new term. So if you like what we're doing here, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. It's free subscribe. That's the ways to help. So until my next hot take, until my next Legal AF over on the Midas Touch Network and hot takes there, and my next original content exclusively on the Midas Touch Legal AF channel, Legal AF MTN. This is Michael Popok, and I'm reporting. In collaboration with the Midas Touch Network, we just launched the Legal AF YouTube channel. Help us build this pro-democracy channel where I'll be curating the top stories, the intersection of law and politics. Go to YouTube now and free subscribe at Legal AF MTN. That's at Legal AF MTN.